Welcome to this Borderlands 3 video on making a lot of money. So I've seen a lot of guides out there, and I think they stem mostly from like the release date or the first few days it was out. These are guides that focus on making money through the first playthrough, and they usually involve the Deluxe Edition grenade. My guide will also focus primarily on that grenade, the rubber Cheddar Shredder. There are other grenades that have a cash drop bonus, but the key difference is that the Deluxe Edition grenade has a wholly metric buttload of cash, and the other grenades you can find throughout the game, I've not seen the same money description on it so far. So those will say drop some cash when exploded. The difference isn't in the amount per little gold drop, it is in the amount of gold drops per enemy hit. And so the difference is really substantial. While you can do this method and make a good profit in a short period with those grenades as well, depending on what type of grenades they are. Like if they split into multiple pieces, then it's even better. But what you want is a low damage grenade. So if you have a cash grenade, make sure it's the lowest damage you can get, because we're going to focus on not killing enemies. We're going to focus on making sure we can hit them as much as possible in a very short time span without killing them, because if they die, the bonus from the grenade won't trigger. So what we want to do is go to this little place right here. It's in the beginning of the game. I really have to emphasize this wouldn't work that well on the first playthrough of the story. So if you're still in your first playthrough, you can do this for small profit and unlock some weapons and SDU storage as you please. But once you start going into the millions area, like the 10th grenade that you unlock will cost like 2 or 3 million. This isn't really feasible. Like throwing 10 grenades in normal mode will only net you like 20, 30, 40k. So you'll be spending an hour or 2 hours getting that done. So it's best to just play through the story and enjoy it for what it is. And if you really want late game unlocks, don't bother farming for weapons, because any weapon before 50 won't last into the late game. And don't bother with cash farming. Like, don't go out and farm cash or iridium or something like that specifically for that purpose, because you can do it much faster and much better at this point. So what I'm going to be doing here is a reusable trick. Every time you go to the menu and just do quit the main menu, this method will respawn. I suggest you take a weapon that burns through flesh really easily for the post money gathering cleanup, or if you do get downed from all the enemies. I'm using the flamethrower, which throws out a turret as well, so it's nice and easy. And I chose this location because there's a lot of skag spawns here. Those will be the key for making all the money, and there's a vending machine which will allow you to refill your ammo. So if you're out of grenades, you can just come here and refill. And I think when you load from the main menu, you'll also respawn here. Let's just get onto the trick itself. You walk out from this map on Pandora. There's a teleport point right here, a fast travel station. So you can just take it from anywhere within the story. You can just take it from the orbit view, go to Pandora, and then just select the desert area. You'll spawn in this thing with a lot of fans and a lot of children with developed propaganda. And just run out here. You'll see on the left there's some skag holes. That's what we need to make this work. You let them all spawn, you don't attack them. Just let them all spawn. You'll see the minimap starts to fill up with a bunch of red dots. Dodge them as well as you can. And what you want to do is cluster them up in a big bundle. So keep jumping and running. And when they're all together, you make sure that the grenade hits as many of them as you can. So like this. So make sure they're all bundled. And throw the grenade. Be careful not to hit yourself. In my case I'm playing Elemental Amara, so my grenades actually hurt even though they're really like level 4 damage grenades. I have one left, so let's make it count, shall we? And after that you just kill all of them with the weapon of your choice. Now I have 3 more grenades from all those kills. Let's see if I can spend those as well. And we're done. So let's look at the yield. You can see a valley full of gold with the trail that I walked. So I'm starting from a base of 4.6 million. And let's pick everything up. Let's follow my trail. You can see the money flowing in. And we're at almost 5.2, so that is a really good yield, over 500,000. Upgrades that cost a few million shouldn't be a problem. That's literally 15 to 20 minutes of farming here, going back to Sanctuary and just spending the money. So if you're ever in need of money on after your first playthrough, just keep doing this. It's cost effective and it's right near the save, it's right near ammo. So you can sell any drops, you can refill any ammo right here. All you need to do is just go to the main menu and repeat the trick. So yeah, that's it. My next guide will probably be on farming Iridium faster. Just like with making money, I've seen guides that focus on the first playthrough, on the farming possibilities in that section, but it's not as potent as you could do in like Mayhem or TVHM mode. So I really want to be focusing on people that have at least played through the first 10-20 hours of the game.